I'm like, and we are live. Well, not really live, it's pre-recorded, but you're tuned into the Puffa Podcast. Once again, as always, I'm your host, the Big Puffa. With me today, we got two special guests, a returning guest, and a new guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Nick. I come from Guildford as well. I'm a graphic designer, and I own the brand Skulpist, which releases at the end of the month.
As you can see, all three of us are decked out in some Sculptis gear. Got the shirt.
Check it out.
Got the hats.
Yeah.
He just hooked me up with this fly-ass shirt. I'm feeling it. You know, much appreciated. Welcome to the show.
All day.
And returning, again, you know, honestly, we just got to make you a co-host of the show. It's going to have to be the Puffa Podcast featuring Gkane. Gkane in the house. What's good, bro?
I'm chilling, I'm relaxing, cool.
No blunts or cones today, but we do got these fat-ass doobies, so we're gonna start these up. So how's your day been so far, guys?
My day's been chill, yo. Went to the gym.
Hey, flexing.
Chilling. Yeah, just working. That's it.
What about you?
I was just chilling, man. You know, I was just taking it easy today. You know, watching some Family Guy, just, you know, preparing for the podcast. But I'm chilling. And as always, you can't see him, but the wonderful cameraman / editor, Carlos, is in the house.
Hey.
So, you know, show him some love. I'm gonna plug his stuff in as well. So let's start with you, man. In the clothes, Sculptis.
Yeah.
I'm really feeling it. How'd you come up with the name?
The name, so Skulpist, it just comes from pretty much like sculpting, using your hands. It's your handmade stuff, so I'm really just like dedicated to like handmade crafts and like you know, like do it yourself kind of culture, because all these brands and stuff like hands or like mass producing and manufacturing, that type of stuff, but I kind of want to have like my personal touch to it, because my favorite designer is Nigo from Babe, right? So in the beginning, right? Like he screen printed all the shirts and he sold it and just gave it out to friends and family and stuff, and he just got the word out. So I'm just trying to get it that way, you know what I mean? Like make it organic and try to get like my own city to talk and not try to like reach out and like put my hands in too many places.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, that's the hard part, but you know, this is how it has to happen, right? Like mess with the locals and then eventually we'll talk.
Yo, he gets it. Yo, you gotta mess with the local talent. Local talent is what it's all about, and we're gonna do our part here at the Puffa Podcast to make sure everybody, you know, is plugged into this. We're gonna have your Instagram. You were saying you got a couple pop-up shops.
Yeah. I got one pop-up shop right now. It's gonna be in New West, 29th and the 30th. It's gonna be at What's Good Vintage. My buddy owns that shop, so it's
there recently.
Yeah. So 815 12th Street, just in New West. It's like 10 minutes if you take the bus, 5 minutes from New West Station if you drive.
Okay, cool. Then you guys gotta definitely check that out. That's again on the 29th and the 30th. And what if people want to find your clothes online?
Yeah, actually, so after all the pop-up stuff is done, you can
29th and the 30th.
Yeah, 29th and 30th. You can find the collection online. The summer 2017 collection. That's what it is. On the 31st.
So
all the pieces will be there. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have
what? Actually, this is a question I would have for you. What do you think? What clothes are you gonna expand with, other than t-shirts?
Yeah, after t-shirts, obviously, just in the streetwear way, like I want to do some cut and sew pieces as well as like outerwear. So you know, have varsity jackets and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the whole idea is, it's kind of bad. It's kind of like backwards marketing. But I want to make things that I enjoy and put it out to the public, and just in hopes that like people like fuck with it too. So I mean, it's been working out so far, right?
So far. Hey, I'm feeling the shirt. I'm feeling the shirt. I'm feeling the hat.
Yeah.
Feeling everything so far. So you're doing a good job, man.
I really appreciate it. Yeah. It's taken a long time, so it's been worth it, man.
Hey, man, nothing ever comes easy. Just keep working hard.
When did you start?
I started making clothes maybe like, I would say maybe like a year or two ago. But it's like I had a clothing brand before, right? Mm-hmm. That no one knew about because it definitely didn't pop. But yeah, like I definitely learned a lot from that experience because I think as a young kid, like you kind of chase the money a little bit, right? And you don't think about like actually doing something for like as a passion. So after I kind of saw it flop, I just wanted to do something like more personal. So I definitely like it took me a year or two after that to just like find my own way through like Skulpist and like make the connections and dip my own hands into it, because before I was getting other people to print my shit, right? And it didn't feel personal because like that's not how I wanted to do it from the start. So might as well just go back to square one and then, like handprint everything. So
but I respect that because you I guess failed or flopped as you called it, and you learned from those failures and came back again, didn't give up, and I respect that. You gotta keep trying. You gotta keep trying.
You gotta keep trying because that's the only way you learn, right? So you just apply.
Don't have regrets, use those mistakes and stuff as lessons, teaching points as you move forward, because it's the cliche time, but they always say you gotta lose before you win.
Lose before you win.
So anytime you take a loss in life, just
try to
learn from it.
Try to take something good out of it, right? Like you can't always expect to succeed the first time, so just try your best. That's all I say. You know what I mean? Like life's too short. That's kind of my whole, the whole way I see it. It's like if I don't do this now, then 20 years from now I'm gonna be like, why the fuck didn't I do that shit?
Regrets. How'd you even get into making clothes? Like what prompted you? Just your love of fashion in general?
Yeah, like as a kid, I always was a big fan of fashion. Like my buddy first put me on to like Undefeated. That was like my first like cool streetwear brand, and it just like expanded. It all started because of Paul's Boutique.
Hey, shout out to Paul's Boutique.
The Paul's Boutique, right?
Guilford Mall classic,
right? Everyone got laced up. Everyone got dipped there. You know what I mean?
All my Crooks gear, I get that from Paul's Boutique. Yo, I was heavy in the Crooks back in the day. LRG. Yeah. See,
and like they had like it was a real boutique for just like G-Town kids. Like it's a privilege, just as like
by the subway. That was nice. What happened to it?
It just like he just sold the spot. He had no passion for it after. So, but
who sold the spot? Paul,
yeah, he sold the spot.
His name better be Paul.
It was money though, you know what I mean? Like obviously he saw the money and it was time for him to just turn it over.
Hey, well, shout out to Paul, man. We appreciate Paul's Boutique and all the years he spent going.
And not only him, but it's kind of like the atmosphere and all the people that work there. It's kind of like you kind of aspire to be these like cool type of people that like work in streetwear and are into the culture. Like it's all about the culture. Like I think back in the day, if I really wanted to cop like Nike SBs or like raw denim, you'd have to go to like Vancouver. But I think the way that I see it is like I've always just been like I always want to stay in my own city. Like I really rep like G-Town and Surrey, right? I always want to put on like I'll try not to call myself like a van kid. I know. Like I said this to you before, but it's like that's not where I was born. You know what I mean? That's not where I live. So I just want to talk about like our own city.
Surrey, and that's man, we need more people like this.
Straight up. That reminds me too, because somebody the other day was asking me if like the rap doesn't work in G-Town, like would I leave? And I'm like, nah, yo.
Leave and
why would I? What? Yeah, leave and go where? Like what?
Claim another, like you can't do that. That's one thing you can't be faking the funk out there, yo. I know a couple people who be like, they don't really have like they're also rappers and stuff, but they don't really have like a city that embraces them or that they call home because they've kind of moved around. So they're kind of out here. They don't really have. To me, I'm like, dude,
G-Town will always be the spot.
People take that for granted, yo. G-Town, like, dude, this is where we're from. This is our city. You
should like own up to
embrace it,
and
yo.
Because I think one thing that I heard on the radio on Red 2 that we were talking about was like there needs to be more events in Surrey.
Yo, more events.
There needs to be more culture because like we're not as bad as people make it out to be. Like just like you said, like Vancouver might be just as bad. You know what I mean?
Might
or
even be
maybe
worse.
even worse.
Might even be
You know what I
worse.
mean? But we just we just hear about other cities talking about our own city, and it's kind of just like.
Yeah, because it baffles me. I always hear people talking about, like, when people especially from Vancouver, that trips me out. Vancouver, Burnaby, shout out to all of you, by the way. We love everybody in the GVA, but we're just talking in the geographical sense here. When you talk to people from Vancouver and stuff, and you tell them you're from Surrey, they're just like, oh, you're from Surrey? Like, they get, like, all, like, some type of way. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I feel way more comfortable walking around at night in Surrey than I do in some of these places in Vancouver and stuff. So I'm like, you live here. Like, how do you... Maybe it's just they haven't spent that much time.
Yeah, or it's like, Surrey. I don't know. I think we say the same thing, too, because we're just not familiar. You know
familiar with the place.
But I think that definitely out here, it's not as bad as people make it out to be.
Straight up.
But wherever you're from, you guys gotta support your local artists, because your local artists, your local talent, and whether they make clothes, they dance, make music, whatever, artists, anybody who's doing some sort of art and representing for your geographical area, you need to show them some love, because you know, I can't take that shit for granted, yo. There's something to be said about pride of where you are, you know?
Straight up.
For sure.
Even me, myself, I think I'd say I'm lacking, too.
What do you mean?
Like, paying attention to
people in the
my
city,
neighborhood. Because now that when I think about it, there was like a kid in my high school who was dancing. You know, I actually liked, like, you know, he was actually sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I didn't like
mess with him.
Show him the love that I should have. You know.
Yeah. There's always people like that. That I think, you know, the art just comes back around. Like, people that are in the culture, it's kind of like you can. I don't want to say use each other, but that's kind of how it is. Like, if you want to grow and
not in a malicious sense,
not in a malicious sense.
Like,
if you want to grow and get out there and get your name, you know, heard, it's like you have to talk to those type of people. And there's so many people out there, like dancers, you know, even like everyday guys. Like I just got one sick barber, like in my hood, and like he's crazy, and he's just plugged up because he cuts hair for like all these type of people, these artistic people. You know what I mean? And even hair, like. Being a barber and cutting hair generally is already like that's a talent. That's something that people need.
Oh,
everyone needs.
Ask Gkane. That's a talent, all right. Someone done fucked up his hair the other day. This nigga had to shave it all off. He's like,
I'm going back to the fro like the old days, man.
The fro, right? Hey, you know I support the fro.
Or the boozy fade, too.
Yeah.
So,
and this is how it is. Like, if you need a guy that I can recommend, like this guy that cuts sick hair, like straight up. So that's kind of just the small things, like. Just networking and talking, doing things like that, things like this. I mean,
speaking quickly of networking, I want to give a quick plug and a quick shout out. Liquidus Water. Today's show is sponsored by Liquidus Water. Shout out to the homie Gkane and the whole Flight Academy Inc. The movement, you know, Liquidus. Can you see that? Artesian water. It's pretty delicious.
Cito made that?
See, this is Cito's water, yo. Cito, he gave me a cup. He gave me like 3 cases. I was like, yo, I'll put it on the show. Hell yeah, man. This is gonna be the official water of the show, pretty much. So we're gonna be anybody who comes up here.
We got that water.
We got that water.
Got that water.
Every guest will get a taste of this Liquidus. Even the cameraman's drinking Liquidus as we speak. You know what I mean? Like, show them that Liquidus. So I just wanted to give that quick plug there, because we're talking about networking and stuff. We all gotta.
Yo, I think if I can go on top of that too, like Gkane, he's one of those people that was from our area that like managed like some people or is like trying to cultivate talent, right? Even now he has artists like I think is Vicky
Chan,
Vicky's on there right now.
Vicky Chan, you got Samson T.
Yeah, Samson T, all those guys. And this is how I'm gonna say it too, is like that's how I got my start into the graphic design. It's actually like Cito and all those guys and this music network. Yeah, okay.
Word.
So this is just like another part.
G-Town in the house.
Yeah, this is just like another part of like G-Town, but yeah, I did a lot of artwork for those guys. I don't mean to like name drop. This is kind of
no. This is all the Puffa podcast. This is what it's all about. It's name dropping, plugging,
never in a bad way.
Not a bad way.
Never name dropping. No bad way.
Trying to grow.
Yo, shout out. You gotta let it be known because it's G-Town. Like we were talking about pride in our, you know what I mean? Everything we've been talking about so far is like in our city. Like, you know,
it's our city. Yeah, man. So like I even did artwork for like Hoodrich too.
Hey, shout out.
All that stuff. And I don't know if I can talk about this on the podcast, but like So Hood, he has a he sells extracts.
Okay.
Okay.
Like oils and whatever.
Yeah, oils and whatnot, right? And
we support that on the podcast.
We support oils. Yeah, I actually did packaging for him. So I actually went over to my buddy's house, and one of his little brother's friends like had like the packaging. It was the first time I saw it because I never got to see it myself.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, like what the fuck? Like, yo, I made this shit, right?
That's crazy.
So it was tripping me out because, you know, people that I don't even know are like seeing my artwork, and that's kind of the whole point of like doing design. You know what I mean? You're trying to appeal to like all these other people that you're not even directly connected to.
Yo, that's crazy because
it's crazy to see happen, right?
On like when we did the G-Town video.
Yeah.
Like all these people, then all of a sudden all these like people in the high school and stuff, they just be recognizing me on the street. Yeah. Some people who live in this building, I come out, they're like, oh, it's J-Geezy. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know, but it's so cool because you know, networking, and then they like people who knew him, they see it and they're just like, so that's fucking crazy. Yo, shout out to Cito and the whole Flight Academy movement,
the whole crew.
Liquidus water.
Like,
where'd my water go? Oh, okay, yeah, but yeah, Liquidus water and all that. Or is this my water? Oh, that's my water. Yeah, man, you gotta get you some.
Yeah.
Hey.
Message me for details on how you can get you some Liquidus water, or maybe we might just put. I'm honestly the official plug for the Liquidus. Yo, if you want some of that artesian water,
that's what's up.
Holla at your boy. Yo, but that's what's up. I'm happy to hear that, yo. It's like we all kind of messing with the same people.
Yeah, we're all
know?
messing. Yeah,
the city is coming alive and it's doing some big things.
You just gotta get everyone on. You know, like this is kind of the time. I think it's very interesting, just because at the beginning of like 2017 or like the end of 2016, it was just like we really need to do something because, you know, in our early 20s, and you're just starting to get into your 20s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
young blood is 19. Enjoy it while it lasts, bruh.
But, yeah, it's like that's what we need. We need more people to, you know, actually try to put on for the city. Like, it was just crazy because the first time I heard about you was just my buddy that obviously he's from G-Town too. Like, he's from the area, and he grew up here as well. And he's just like, yo, like check out this artist. Like this song is crazy. Behind the scenes, like I was saying, that's just a banger. Like you can play that. Like, that's like a summer 2017. If I'm gonna say like that's the song for like this summer, I definitely played that like a bunch of times like, when I was working and shit. So that's why. Yeah, my buddy's like, yo, just like message him and try to get him to model for your clothing brand. I'm like, okay. Like,
hey, beautiful segue there.
Yeah,
that's what I was
trying to work the floor right now.
Yeah, he's one of the best guests we done had up on here, man. Keep going.
But
that's what's up.
that's how it started, you know, like just like local artists, local people, and trying to put them on, and trying to just like it just helps everyone. You know what I mean? So. Obviously, we start from G-Town, and where else can we go? We don't know unless we try it now. So just don't sleep, you know what I mean? So just keep working. It's nice to know that there's actually people in 2017 that I anticipated to like start the movement are actually trying to do something. Right?
Yo.
So this is how we can all help each other. Just keep doing shit like this.
Hell yeah, I love it. I love it. So what exactly? I guess were you modeling? What you're wearing here?
This shirt
was it the summer lineup?
White shirt. That shirt, right?
Hey.
Yeah. So this shirt, we got the hats as well. We got
there's a mesh bag.
Yeah, we got a tote bag.
Oh, it's got the tote bag too.
Yeah, I'm trying to appeal to, you know, not only males, but it would nice
females
to have a unisex brand.
Ladies, they got some stuff for you there too.
Straight up.
Good segue into that as well is that there were definitely people. I guess you gotta roll.
Alright, I'm good on that one.
Yeah. Carlos, want this?
Once they see the new joints being rolled, everyone's like, I gotta kill that, man. We good.
Segue into that goes shout out to I can't kill this.
That's all good.
Shout out to Frontrunners.
Hey.
Shout out.
Gang. We got Joshua and Atif. Those guys that I've been in contact with the most.
What is Frontrunners? Explain that, please.
Yeah, so Frontrunners is pretty much a streetwear brand coming out of Vancouver, like Vancouver, Surrey area, And yeah, they've been putting on. They've got a lot of followers, about like 24,000.
Oh.
They got good traction. They're making, from what I can only assume, is really good sales. Just because the guy that owns the brand, he's really like out there, and he's the guy that I know that like definitely. He does the work. He puts in the work. He's definitely getting,
results.
He's getting results. So we should not only work with these type of people, but aspire to, just like start. That should be something that you want to do as well. Just like start your own movement, get people talking, whatever. Because he's definitely one of the people that doesn't only work locally, but he also, I believe, like he's from California as well.
Hey.
So he's out there, and
West Coast love, baby.
And stuff. Yeah. So yeah, front runners for sure. Check them out. They're on IG. Probably get plugged up somewhere.
Oh no, trust me. Afterwards, I'm gonna get all your links, bro. All the links that you mentioned in the show, everybody, man. Yeah. And we're gonna have all that in the description. Yeah. And I'm gonna need you guys to like take like 5 minutes out of your day and just click them all and follow them all, because
take a look for yourself.
Take a look for yourself,
Be a judge
for yourself, yeah. Especially, I think if I've kind of swerved this podcast into just some kind of like shout out to the city, like I guess that's the entire situation though, right? This is what it's
about. I'm just trying to get a bunch of guests up here and just show love and plug people in, make people aware of the town within the city, and just go like that. So I appreciate all the shout outs. Don't hold back. If there's any more shout outs,
don't hold back.
You just gotta give it.
What else I got, man?
We're just here shooting the shit, blazing. This is the most chilled podcast you're ever going to see. We're literally just kicking it.
Cameraman for sure is helping me out. So much shit.
Vida Creative.
Cameraman as well.
Vida Creative.
He'll edit himself in. That's the situation. So.
He should. Yeah. We're gonna have to start doing like credits at the end and stuff like that now. You know what I mean?
So much.
And Vida Creative
Speed
Studios.
that shit times 2, make it scroll a little bit fast. You got a lot of shout outs, a lot of quiz, man.
Right? Special thanks to, and just put all the names at once and take them off. But yeah, Vida Creative Studios, shout out. I'm gonna plug his thing in every link in every video because he's the cameraman. So shout out. So I ask everybody, every guest who comes, you already know what I'm gonna ask. I ask every guest who comes on here, I need to know top 5. In no particular order.
I don't want to be involved.
Your top 5 artists, and it doesn't have to be rap. Like it's just like any sort of genre. Your top 5 musical acts.
I should get him started.
Slide off camera.
No particular.
Is you're gonna start? You're gonna go off on like the artist.
No. I there's no hate and no judging. Music is objective. Like everybody has their own. Is it objective or subjective?
Opinions.
Like subjective. Yeah. Subjective is because it's like more swayed into what you like. So that's like.
Oh, then music is subjective. Yeah, music is subjective.
Yeah, it's like more swayed because you're more inclined to.
Exactly. So and I'm telling all you viewers out there and listeners, put in your description your top 5 in no particular order, because I want to hear, or get at me on Twitter. I want to start having these kind of debates. But let's hear your top. And if it's too many, you can also expand it to a top 10. And remember, I feel like I'm taking all the pressure off because I'm saying in no particular order. So you don't have to go out there and be like, oh, so and so is the greatest rapper ever, and then get all these people in your mentions. Like, nah, bruh, nah. But let's hear.
Holy, where do I start? Is it where do I start? I don't know. I think that I can preface it by saying like I've definitely listened to a lot of hip hop. I definitely listen to like a lot of other artists like different times. You know what I mean? There's obviously artists that have like legacies too, like before our time, and like they died early, so we can't even listen to them currently. You kind of just have to play off like, oh, they're one of the greats type of deals, right? So I think we can.
Which is crazy because sometimes I think about it. I'm like, just to like digress just a bit. Like, what if, for instance, and obviously we don't wish no death on nobody. It's just hypothetical spitting out there. But what if like 50 Cent? He's my favorite rapper.
Okay. Wow.
What if 50 Cent? What if 50 Cent had like died after like Get Rich or Die Trying or the Massacre? How would he be viewed? Would he then be like a Pac and a Biggie? Because those albums even sold more than that, and those, like, some would even say those are more hyped or at least Get Rich or Die Trying was an even more hyped album, like the whole like decade or whatever. So, you know, I think about things like that, like, you know, like what if Jay-Z like passed away after
died.
Blueprint or something? You know
or
what I mean?
Nas, like after even his,
you know, after that,
Stillmatic
or after his first album or something, like how would they be viewed a whole lot different? Because as you get older, we view Pac and Biggie and like, you know, all these Big L and all these legends in such high esteem, but we also don't take into account they never got to go old and kind of lose their prime. They died in their prime, so we don't even know. What if Tupac was still making music today?
But
would that shit sound fire? And would it have changed our overall opinion on him?
Yeah, I think it's because everyone has they have a story as well. They're not just like any artist, you know what I mean? Obviously it's just like the West Coast, East Coast, like that's like legendary. That's
true. It's
like one of those things that I don't know, type shit. that's
but enough dodging the question.
Top 5. Let's get back to it.
Oh man,
try to be slick there. I know.
Slick, right? Nigga, we got time.
Oh, we got time.
Top 5.
Yep. Top 5.
No particular order.
Of all time, obviously.
All time.
That's the situation.
And like, and obviously you might not be able to think of every artist. So these lists are allowed to be like, it's not set in stone. So if you come back on the podcast next time and you like, oh, you know what, I didn't remember this person from before, and you wanted to, you know, change your list, that's cool too.
How can you do that? This is a crazy question.
Crazy question.
I felt the same way.
Is this why? Is this the problem?
No, the problem for me is once I said like 1, 2, 3 artists, I'm starting to think
of other people that you
thinking of other people, but they're not coming right at that very moment.
Yeah.
And then even when somebody comes and I add somebody, I think,
oh, what, I forgot about them. Yes, I know what you mean, bro.
Like there's too many. Honestly, there's too many.
Yeah.
Like, at least for me, there's too many inspirational like.
Yeah, artists like they might not be great, but they did give an impact.
They took it in the top 10.
I think if I'm gonna say that, I think,
take
Kanye.
Okay.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta say Kanye is up there. I think only
I don't
because
really care for him, but
yeah.
I know you do.
Kanye is in my top 5 rappers.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about top 5 musicians, but he's in top 5 of my rappers.
I forgot. Yeah. We're going with that too.
See, and that kind of like lends to what I was saying earlier, like
Kanye
West.
Right?
Yo, man, because Kanye West, the more albums this guy drops, the less and less like he's trying. Like, he'll never get off my top 5 rappers list just because of
what he did before.
Yeah, you can't take that away. So that's there.
Done it, right? Yeah.
But he's making a real good case to drop off the top 5. Yo, he keeps dropping this Life of Pablo shit. I'm sorry, my dog.
He's doing like some different shit.
Cut that out.
Yeah, but exactly. That's why it's kind of like it's hard to add. But I think that those early like albums,
they're such classics.
They're just such classics because since I was a kid, I think that was some of.
That's also what I go on to is the music that I sort of came up on, and the music that was really influential in my life and had a real impact. Yeah. And Kanye West like was one of those artists that like growing up, I remember watching his videos on Much Music, listening to his songs. Like, I was a huge Kanye West fan.
Yeah.
Back then. But okay, so we got Kanye. Let me need 4 more.
4 more. I guess to say Eminem too.
Hey.
Yeah.
Slim Shady.
Because it goes with the same thing. Like, I used to listen to his music when I was a kid, and I think going back to his older music, it's not something that I would really do, or that I often do, because I would never like listen to old school music when I was like a kid too much, right? But definitely like Eminem, when I was maybe like getting out of elementary school, started listening to like just like EPs, like the Infinite EP, and I think some of the tracks on there, you kind of understand, and there's like a whole story to M, right? So you kind of understand how he got to where he is right now. Like, he has talent, so that's something that
that's cool. That's what's up.
That's something I see.
Eminem also in my top 5. I said 50 Cent was my favorite rapper, but in reality, it's 50 Cent, Eminem. They could either the 1A, 1B. So
yeah. Oh shit.
So I'm approving of your list so far.
Okay. Next is Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
Nipsey Hussle, that was definitely like.
That's well done.
When I was younger.
Well done.
Well played. Very well
played. That was well played. When I was early in high school, like that was just hustle, like grind.
Nipsey Hussle.
Hustle.
Shout out to Nipsey Hussle, West Coast.
That's West Coast, right? So, I definitely played just a lot of his shit growing up, and I always respected what he stood for. Like, he never really signed to any crazy major label.
He didn't,
super
right?
Independent.
Did the independent
selling
thing.
all his mixtapes, and this guy hasn't even dropped an album yet. And like,
wasn't he the one who was selling the albums for like $1,000?
Yeah, Victor was telling me about that.
$1,000 a mixtape. I kind of like that though, because it's like if you package it well and it's like
Yeah, because it's like it's a free pass to like shows and shit too.
Oh, see, you add some stuff in there, yeah, exactly, and you make it like kind of worth it. Yo, that's a good marketing thing, because then you don't have to sell as many units to make, or not marketing. It's a good like hustling strategy.
Yeah, it's just a hustle strategy, like the way that he did it.
I like that. Okay, so that's 3. More than halfway there.
Pharrell.
Ooh.
Just because
Pharrell.
when I was younger, I listened to a lot of NERD too.
Oh.
And growing up, he would like produce beats for artists that I didn't know he produced, type of thing. So it's like once you grow up and like you kind of learn.
Yeah. Now I'm huge into that. Like whenever someone drops, I always need to know who made the beat.
Yeah, the production is really important.
Yeah, it's really important.
It's definitely changed. You know what I mean? That's why you can make a name.
Dude, he did stuff for like NSYNC.
Yeah,
stuff for like Britney Spears, SWV, like Pharrell and the Neptunes. Their catalog, they go back. They got hits like.
So that's definitely one of those things that my cousin put onto me as well. Like,
that's a good one. I like that.
Just vibey stuff like that.
Bless you.
What's the 4?
4. Yeah, 4. Yeah.
Wow. That's a pretty good list, actually. I'm pretty proud of myself.
So far, right? You got Kanye, Eminem, Nipsey Hussle, and what was this last one we just said? Pharrell.
I think we get in the same position where it's like I say someone, but just off the.
You left someone off the list for sure. That's what I'm saying. You can amend the list later. You can change it up.
But I like your list so far. It's
I like your list.
It's pretty
diverse. Mix of Because Pharrell's not really a rapper, and the list is not all. It's just rappers. It's, he's just your favorite musical acts. I like that. Shout out to Pharrell. He's from Virginia, and behind me I got a couple Missy Elliott vinyls. She's also from Virginia, as well as Timbaland, as well as Chris Brown, as well as Trey Songz. Virginia, low key, got some heavy hitters when it comes to the music biz. So,
I could have made a bad joke, but.
But yeah, one more.
Shit.
Never hit us.
That would have been a real bad joke.
Let's come to that last one. So you don't want to leave anyone off, so you're like, shit.
This reminds me of like this one teacher I hated. She'd do that musical sound when there's quiet and shit. Do 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 do. She'd do that.
The Jeopardy stuff.
Every time when she'd ask me a question and I'd take long, she'd do that. I'd get choked.
I'm trying to think of the answer.
Yeah, that's not helping.
That's not helping.
I'm trying to graduate.
Don't be counting on
I'm trying to graduate.
Take it easy.
Oh man.
That's hilarious. While he's thinking too, I want to give a shout out to DJ Explicit. I found out you're homies with DJ Explicit. Yo, DJ Explicit, he makes sick beats.
Yeah.
So
shout out to my boy
Kabir. Yeah.
That's the man.
Makes sick beats.
Always hustling. Right now he's kind of on the low on that, but definitely when time comes, hopefully.
Right. Well, we definitely here at the Puffa Podcast, we want to hear some more DJ Explicit beats, man. Shit.
I don't think I've heard any DJ
I'll play you some. I'll play you some after. I always keep a few.
That's the question, yeah.
I always keep a few.
I have everything.
You do?
No, I don't care. I don't have everything.
But you have a bunch of these? Yo,
yeah. So
man.
I used to rap too, yeah, when I was younger.
Yo, so, you got your laptop here? You got the one?
I got my laptop, but I gotta connect it to.
You need the Wi-Fi?
My other computer. No.
Oh, okay. Hard down stuff. Oh no, we can worry about that after.
Yeah, okay.
That's if he's got some DJ Explicit beats, yo. Okay. That's what's up.
Man. Oh, okay. Nujabas. That's my fifth. You guys know Nujabas? It's like UK. So he's a Japanese producer, and he makes just like, I don't know. It's like melodic. There's just like melodic beats, and just there's not a lot of like rappers over it. But he's a producer, and this is why I like him.
Nujabas.
Nujabas. Yeah. There's like different ways to say his name. But he's like a character. He's one of those guys that like he kind of died young, like in his prime. I think some people kind of compare the time frame to like J Dilla, right? Like I never listened. I think the contrast was kind of like I never listened to J Dilla, but I listened to Nujabes, right? And he was just like a producer that made just like crazy ass beats, right? And as a kid, I listened to him, and all this shit. It's just like super vibey. I guess that's the Asian in me.
That's crazy, yo. That's a pretty diverse list. I like that list, yo.
That's something too, yeah.
Yo, get at me on Twitter or leave in the comments section. We want to hear your top 5 artists of all time in no particular order, or you can order them if you really want to step out there and say someone's the GOAT, because people probably kill you for it. Yeah. That's what always goes down. You into sports at all?
Sports. No, actually.
No? Well, I was watching, what's it called again? Just a quick little sports thing. I was watching, I was on Instagram, and today, I guess, was the ESPYs, and Peyton Manning was up there. I don't know if you've seen this, but he's like doing, they do little speeches and like make jokes and stuff. I think he's the host or something. But anyways, he's like, the U.S. gymnastics team, like he said something like they did really good or something, or they were like number 1 in the country or something. And he's like, Kevin Durant said they're so good that Kevin Durant said he wants to go play for them next year. And like everyone in the crowd is laughing. The camera goes to Kevin Durant, and this nigga said, he's choked, yo. He's choked. Even his mom's laughing. His mom's beside her, he's laughing. This guy just like, and he's like, and then he said, he's like, I don't think you'd be starting for them either. What do you think, Russell? Then they go to Russell Westbrook, and this guy's like trying his best not to laugh and shit. He's just like, I thought that was really funny.
Oh,
that's funny. Yeah, see, I think that's popular culture too, like sports. I might not watch it, but you definitely know of these.
If you go on Instagram, you're gonna see
what's going on. Yeah. You know all these.
If you go on Instagram, you're gonna see this. They've already made memes like Kevin Durant's face and Russell Westbrook's face. 2 memes came out of that. Like, dude, it's hilarious. And then, have you seen that meme with Draymond Green coming up to Kevin Durant and like.
Yeah.
Then they have that, and then it's like Steph said, "We gonna jump Peyton Manning after the shot." I thought that one was really funny too. So,
oh, man.
Yo, whoever came up with memes, like, God bless you.
And it's a weird place, man.
Like, but like someone had to have come up with the first meme,
like
or
text an image, like,
or someone had to have called it a meme. Yeah. Someone had to call it like name that. Oh, that's a meme, and it had to catch on. But whoever was the genius behind memes?
It's history, bro.
Yo,
we got 21st century.
Yo, this is stuff that should go in the history books, because like memes is a pretty huge part. Meme is a pretty huge part of like. Memes are like, that's social media and the internet in general. Yeah. Dude, I know people who, if they see
memes,
if they see memes, they'll literally screenshot it and save it.
Yeah, and share it to your friends and shit.
And exactly. Then we'll be chilling, blazing in the park, and they'll be like, yo look at this meme. And it'll be pretty funny, but I'm like, shit, you keeping pictures of memes and shit? But then I thought about it. I was like, but then again, how are you gonna get like, if you want to see it again?
You just gotta go to your photos you've liked. You can go to photos you've liked on Instagram.
You hear that, people? Stop saving, stop screenshotting, taking up memory.
I don't know. It's not that serious, in my opinion.
It's not, but it's too funny though. memes. Whoever came up with it, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey, so you got some videos upcoming that you're gonna shoot. By the time this episode airs, probably gonna put this episode out not this Sunday but the Sunday after. I think I'm gonna put your episode's coming out this Sunday, but the episode after will be this one because it has to come up before the 29th and the 30th.
Yes.
You know, to make sure it plugs for those dates. But by the time that comes, at least one new video will be out, or shot.
No, not out. Probably
shot.
shot. Then maybe a couple weeks after preview.
Well, talk about it. What you shooting?
Major Waves.
Hey.
And then I'm gonna keep the other one on the low. At least for now, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but sometimes, like, I don't know. That's one thing I've noticed as an artist. Like, you have to see how much the people could like digest. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give out so much.
So much, yes.
Because like some people aren't even caught up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you gotta let
it
die down. Not die down, but like, you know.
Let it sit. Let it marinate.
Can't just be on sauce, man.
Yeah. I feel you. That's a thinking man's. You know, that's pretty tight.
There's a method to everything. You know.
I like
nowadays, like the way that people consume things.
Yeah.
I don't know. There has to be a fine balance too, right? Like,
there has to be because people have the
don't
short
show
attention
your whole hand
span
at the same time. That's
True.
another thing too, you know.
That's why I was saying, just like, if you're not making new music, just like post new content, right? That's just the way. That's like marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So just always kind of be updated. I have a problem with doing that myself, you know what I mean? But it's hard to like really, if you want to make a name for yourself, generate content every day and post it and stuff.
Straight up.
So you always gotta be moving pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of different for me difficult for me for like clothes and stuff because like I'm dropping collections like every season, so you won't see me for like, you know, maybe like 6 months, 5 months, and I won't post anything because it's hard because you already drop the collection, all the photos and stuff like that.
Already out.
So after that, it's kind of like you still have to make these small waves and let people know that you're still out there. You gotta drop next season and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
that's
I actually, I recently took up that kind of mentality. Like usually, whenever I have like a new project or something, I just wanted to drop it like right away. Every time I got a song, I just want to drop it. But now I'm like, you know, I'm planning things ahead, like 4 or 5 months down the line, so that it's, you know what I mean, and then like steps along the way. So it's not just like you said. You got to see how much people can digest, find balance, and all that. So you know, that's what's up.
Straight up, yo.
But one thing though, you gotta keep working though.
Yeah.
No matter, even if you're not dropping stuff or whatever, don't sleep. Keep working.
Yeah.
You gotta keep progressing, growing, and learning things. And like we were saying earlier too, learn from your mistakes. You know, don't get too down on yourself and think that it's the end. You know, you make a mistake, you stumble, fall.
Yeah.
You gotta learn from that shit. And growth and progress is what it's all about, people. But yo, this has been a fucking dope episode. Yo, again, Sculptis. You guys gotta Sculptis. I keep saying Sculptis.
I know it's
Sculptis. Quickly, how'd you come up with the name?
Make it with your hands. Like, so the logo, if you look at the image logo,
that's sticker, right?
Yeah, you guys got a sticker.
Please show them the sticker.
Yeah. So it's just like a skull carved out of marble. That's kind of the idea out of it, and it's kind of just like maybe not create death, but like creating until you die, like skulls, and always make it by hand. So that's kind of like my this whole Sculpist kind of thing is like always create by hand and from your ideas, and try to like it was me actualizing like a visualization, you know what I mean? It's like I draw this shit out and like I put it on and I edit it on the computer, and I do it's an entire process. If I really were to like show it, like from start to finish, it takes like a lot of effort. You put a lot into yourself to like do something like this, and these are like all my ideas, you know what I mean? I design everything like it's very specific. Like I love fitted caps, so obviously I wanted to make a fitted cap for myself, and then skulls, bones, Sculptis on the back, super simple, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm digging it though.
You
guys gotta follow this guy. I'm gonna have all the links. For sure, you gotta follow Gkane as well. He's gonna have the video. G10 nigga shit is up right now. That shit's doing some numbers and shit. Thousands, yo, in the thousands. You gotta follow my man, Vida Creative Studios, one of the best cameramen and editors and just people in the biz. And check out my new project as well. I'll put the link as well. But yo, this has been a sick episode. And you're free to come on the Puffa podcast anytime. There's no such thing as one-time guests. People just, and honestly, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna start working on a new graphic where it's gonna be like the Puffa podcast featuring Gkane. We're just gonna get him up here as like a co-host or something. These niggas up here all the time, anyways. You know what I mean? But until next time, any last words?
Hey, all is well.
Peace.
I'm like, oh yeah, I be on cloud nine.